Alright, welcome back again to our video logs. If this scene looks familiar to you, there's a reason. We are back at the park, the small park with the gazebo. We're setting up for a different band, but this time we're doing things just a little bit differently, and we'll detail out some of those for you. Again, we're trailerless, so we're working with, just came in with the truck and our compact rig. So stay tuned and see how our next gig log goes. So I just want to give a quick shout out to the unsung hero of some of these smaller gigs, and that is the rock and roller cart, or there's equivalents out there these days, but this thing has paid for itself time and time again as far as getting things into gigs, out. One of the modifications that was nice is this little stand bag on the side, so you can put your stands and different items in on the side bag without them rolling all over the place. And also there are all-terrain wheels that can be added on aftermarket. So I've had this for years now, and the old wheels did get damaged at one point, but I've replaced them with these, I guess they call them their off-road wheels and or all-terrain wheels, and they've worked out very well. Highly recommend it. And here's your example of how that pole bag works. Actually holds a decent amount of weight and works out well when you're trying to cart multiple stuff through. So this is one of the things that's a little different this time, is we are using our Yamaha DXS 12-inch subs. These usually come out with me on smaller gigs, but my trailer is actually packed for a festival that's occurring this weekend, so all the double 18s are in there. So we're going to see how these guys hold up. My experience with the DXS 12s here is that they definitely punch above their weight. They are some great little subs. They're lightweight compared to most subs, and they're 12s. So I've really gotten my money's worth out of them, and looking forward to trying them out here in the park tonight in an outdoor venue. Another quick look to a secret weapon, and you may have seen these in some previous videos too. These are the Chave flex stands. And the nice part about them is that, especially when you have compact truckloads or you have a tight stage like we're looking at tonight, they don't take up a whole lot of room. The base plates are simply down on the floor versus a tripod. That to safely use a tripod, you'd have to get those legs out there and they get in the way and people trip on them. These flex stands, I've used them as speaker stands. I use them a lot with lighting. And other than carrying the base plates, which are, rather heavy, I think they weigh around 40 pounds or so, that's really the only inconvenience to them. They pack light, or they pack easy and compact, and definitely make or do well on a tight stage. And here's the setup again for tonight. So we have the little bar array compact rack with the X32 Core, DL32, 4 units of wireless, router, little mini computer. And we are up at the top here past my junk using some SLXD as well, that we're going to try some clip-on mics for the horn players tonight. And then onto the gazebo stage, we're running 6 wedges across, trying to keep them compact and tight together so they have room to get in and out. We have some dynamic singers that like to roam around. And then out to audience left, front of house. Again, using the Meyer Ultra X40s. The wireless we're trying out tonight on the horns are fresh out of the box. Shure Beta 98Hs. And what we're going to do is use the SLXD. They're not body packs, they're meant to be extensions that go on the back of like broadcast mics or something, but they came with the kit, so we're going to try those out, and they have a little clip, so musicians will be able to clip them right to their belt packs.
If you want to fix me, I can't the cars. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
All right, here's my down and dirty front of house for this gig here. So you may have seen this before at some of the other things, with other gigs or other gig logs, but we have our dual screen laptop here, running mixing station with a custom layer and faders. And then we have our Wolf Mix controlling the car lights that are up on the stage there, just to give it a little, a little bit of a pizzazz rather than using internal Flash and Puke programs. So love the Wolf Mix controller, by the way. Maybe I'll try and do a video on that sometime. It's become really my go-to as far as lighting controller, whether it's the, small little band rigs like this or even large stuff when I bring out the truss for bigger festivals. And it's a 2-hour gig, so we're actually running everything off of battery power here. For the laptop, if I turn to the back here, actually just have a little power brick running PD to just give it a charge. And then the Wolf Mix, we're running Chave D5, which has a built-in battery for the transmitter. There's receivers that are plugged in the back. And then Wolf Mix takes a USB input. So there's just a small battery bank here that it's running from. And I've actually gotten that battery bank to run over 4 hours, about 5 hours, maybe even longer. I've never run out of juice on it running for different gigs. So this kind of gives me, purely mobile. I got my chair with some pockets, a water jug there, and we are good to go. End of the night, just shut it down, and one little walk up to the stage, and we're done. We're here at the end. The gazebo is empty. We've got everything packed up. Had a pretty good pack out time tonight. Got done in just a little bit over an hour, which is pretty good when I'm working by myself. Usually I average about an hour to an hour and a half packing up by myself with this small rig here. But everything fit good. So the subs, I did take a couple of clips. Hopefully you got a chance to hear those. For outdoor gigs, I always like using the dual 18s. I think I'm just used to the sound that they make, and I like the extra oomph that the 18s give. That said, the 12s held up really well. Now, I felt like I had to run them pretty hot, but I checked on them multiple times through the night, and no limiters were on whatsoever. So those little Yamahas have a lot of gas to them, and it did a good job. Everything was full, everything was present. Kick drum, bass drum, the normal stuff I run through subs. Again, I run aux on subs, so I only put certain channels in, like the keyboards, the toms, the kick, and bass I think I had tonight. But yeah, do they work? They do. And would I bring them out again? For a smaller truck pack like this, yeah, I would. The double 18s are really not fun to lift up into the back of the truck, even though I kind of have a system for that, using some leverage. You lean it on the tailgate, then lift it up and slide it in. But as far as space, you can't beat those Yamaha 12s. I would say for a bar rig, indoor rig, you cannot go wrong with those subs. So with that, we'll call it an evening. We'll call it an end to this video log. So again, here we are at the park, take 2. I think this is the last gig I have at this particular park for this season. So we have a couple of festivals coming up, and we'll try and get some more videos out there. But love the comments that you guys have been giving. I'm trying to respond to them as I can, and I love the questions. So keep them coming. And again, please like and subscribe. It keeps me doing this stuff, and I like sharing information. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time.